Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we will be talking about Diddy's new allegations and if it's finally over for Diddy. But before we begin, I just wanted to give a special shout out to Exter for sponsoring today's episode. Exter is a revolutionary company that redesigned the old bulky wallet and introduced the world to the future of wallets. Exter makes these beautiful slim smart wallets that hold up to 12 cards, which pop out at the press of a button. The wallet that Exter makes are not only slimmer and more fashionable than those old wallets, but they also come equipped with some very important technology. Most people nowadays are more aware of online scammers stealing their information from the web and might be protecting themselves from that. But the thing is, scammers are now stealing your credit card information in person just by walking past you. Scammers now have technology to steal your credit card information right from your wallet using RFID collection technology. Don't worry though, because Exter wallets come with a built-in RFID blocker to protect all your cards from being stolen. Exter actually sent me 2 wallets as a gift. They sent me the Black Saffiano Parliament wallet, and man is it nice. It's crafted in beautiful black leather and it looks so good. This wallet holds 12 cards and even has a clip to hold your cash. They also sent me an Exter Senate Napa black card holder, and again it's such a beautiful design. They even provided me with an Exter tracking card, which again is very needed technology for those like my dad who tend to lose his wallet every month. With the Exter tracking card, you can pair it to your phone and be notified every time you leave your wallet behind, so you'll never lose it. An Exter wallet is the perfect gift for any man in your household, and getting one today would actually save you some money as Exter is currently having a massive sale. If you click the link in the description and use my code TheTruthIs, you can get up to 55% off your purchase at Exter. Don't miss this opportunity to buy an Exter wallet for yourself or a loved one at less than half the price. I want to once again thank Exter for sending me these wonderful wallets. I will be using these from now on. Now, let's get right into it. For years now, people only heard rumors of how disturbing the music industry truly is. Stories have been told of just how sick the gatekeepers in the industry can be to artists, fans, and employees of the industry. A few people in the industry have come out and hinted at wrongdoings by some of the biggest hip-hop moguls in the music business. One man whose name kept coming up by many over the years was no other than P Diddy. For years, many different people told stories about Diddy, some even warning people about Diddy's behavior. But for the most part, no evidence was presented to back these claims up, and Diddy remained untouched and beloved. Now, this all started to change last month when Cassie Ventura, Diddy's former girlfriend of 11 years, filed a lawsuit on Diddy. This lawsuit exposed just exactly what Diddy has been into since he has been in the industry. While Diddy presented himself as this clean, respectable businessman who was one of hip-hop's biggest moguls, behind all the lights and camera, he was participating in some very disturbing behavior. I have covered the Cassie lawsuit in full in previous videos, so I won't get into these allegations in this video. Not even 24 hours after this lawsuit was filed, Diddy settled out of court for a rumored $50 million. This prevented Cassie from revealing anything further on Diddy and shut her up for now. Some people saw Diddy settling so quickly as an admission of guilt, as why else would Diddy pay her off so fast if the accusations weren't true? To me, Diddy settling was a sign that Cassie had way more dirt on Diddy that Diddy was afraid she would spill. Diddy's lawyers previously revealed that Cassie was threatening to release a tell-all book about her time with Diddy, and if he didn't pay her $30 million, she would release it. Diddy's lawyer claims they countered the offer with an offer of $10 million, but Cassie refused and then filed a lawsuit on Diddy. This, to me, tells me Cassie is sitting on way more dirt than was presented on the lawsuit. Dirt that can possibly finally bring an end to Diddy. What Cassie knows, Diddy was willing to pay millions of dollars to keep from coming out. While most people thought Cassie would be the only person brave enough to sue Diddy, it wasn't long after the Cassie lawsuit that Diddy started receiving more and more lawsuits from other women with similar stories. About 2 weeks ago, 2 more lawsuits were filed on Diddy. Both lawsuits accused Diddy of essaying women through the years of his career. We went over these allegations in this video. At the same time Diddy was being sued by 2 other women, multiple other lawsuits started popping up on many other celebrities. Jamie Foxx, Jimmy Iovine, and Axl Rose were just a few of the people who had lawsuits made on them. Even Bad Boy's former president, Harve Pierre, was also being sued by a woman who claimed he did similar things to her. All of this was painting a clear picture to the world of what Diddy and other celebrities have been doing since the 90s. Now, a new lawsuit has been filed on Diddy and Harve Pierre that takes things to a whole new disturbing level. On December 6, a new victim filed a lawsuit on Diddy and Harve Pierre, accusing them and another unnamed man of gang R-wording her when she was only 17 years old. This woman, who filed the lawsuit anonymously using the alias Jane Doe, claims that back in 2003, when she was only 17 years old and a junior in high school, she was SA and R-worded by Diddy, Pierre, and another unknown man, stating this all happened at Diddy's recording studio in New York City. She claims it all started when she was hanging out with a friend at a lounge in Michigan. According to Jane Doe, this is when Harve Pierre spotted her and sparked a conversation with her. Harve allegedly told her that she was so attractive and that he was best friends with Diddy. Pierre then allegedly called Diddy, who invited the teen to meet up with him in New York City. Diddy would offer the girl the trip of a lifetime to meet the hip-hop mogul in New York City, even offering her a free private jet ride to meet him. When Jane Doe agreed, things quickly started going left. According to the lawsuit, Harve then pulled Jane Doe into a bathroom where he began to use substances and allegedly forced Jane Doe to get on her knees for him. After this, she would board the private jet that flew into New Jersey, where an SUV was waiting for her that would take her to meet Diddy. She would meet Diddy at Daddy's House recording studio that was owned by Diddy. While at the studio, Jane Doe would take several pictures proving she was truly at Diddy's studio. One of the pictures was her sitting on Diddy's lap. Diddy at the time was 34 years old and she was only 17. This is when Harve allegedly started giving substances to Jane Doe to the point where she barely knew what was going on. According to Jane Doe, this is when Diddy allegedly pulled her into the bathroom and began to R-word her. She claims that after Diddy was done, the unknown man appeared behind her and did the same as she asked him to stop. Jane Doe claims she didn't even notice it was no longer Diddy, only noticing when she saw Diddy watching it happen from behind her. When the unknown man was done, this is when she alleges Harve Pierre stepped in and did the same to her. Jane Doe then alleges that after they were done, they left her in the bathroom as she laid on the ground. She was then sent back to Michigan like nothing ever happened. These allegations have to be the most disturbing so far. A 34-year-old Diddy and his guys allegedly randomly pick up a 17-year-old girl and take advantage of her like this. Diddy himself has multiple daughters who were around the same age Jane Doe was when Diddy allegedly SA'd her. Diddy actually seems to respond to these allegations, unlike the others that were made previous. Hours after the lawsuit was filed, Diddy released this statement saying, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character and destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth." I found this response by Diddy laughable, as it's hard for me to believe all these accusations are just made up against him. All of the women who are suing Diddy seem to imply the same things happened to them. The fact that he paid Cassie millions to keep quiet, to me, already validates this new victim's story. This victim has photos from that day showing her sitting on Diddy's lap. To me, that tells it all. Why else would Diddy be hanging around this girl? She wasn't an artist or someone who was going to sign to him. In my opinion, what I believe happened is that Harve allegedly saw this young 17-year-old girl and used Diddy's name to have her starstruck. Once she heard Diddy on the phone, she most likely thought she had just hit the lottery and was gonna be able to party with the biggest name in hip-hop. Harve had his way with her and then took her to Diddy so he could do the same. Even if she went willingly, she was too young to give that consent to begin with. She was a young, impressionable girl who truly didn't know any better. She was transported to a whole nother state without her parents' consent and was then R-worded by 3 different men. If these allegations are true, it confirms what many believe, that Diddy likes to go after the younger ones. This means Jane Doe might not even be the first and only young victim Diddy has. Looking into the allegations Cassie made on Diddy, this seems to be something right up Diddy's alley. Cassie accused him of giving her substances and then having his way with her. This Jane Doe is claiming Diddy gave her substances and then had his way with her as well. Harve Pierre, the president of Bad Boy, was also accused of doing similar to a woman who worked for him at Bad Boy. So the fact that he is named in the lawsuit makes this even more alarming. To me, from what I can see, I believe Diddy is guilty of what he is being accused of. Even though he denies doing anything wrong to any of these victims, people who were around him during the years he dated Cassie seem to confirm the allegations. Back while Diddy was with Cassie, he had hired Roger Bonds to be his head of security. Recently, Roger has been making vague threats that seem to be directed at Diddy. Roger even seems to insinuate that he was present when Diddy was putting his hands on Cassie. Roger also seems to imply that he had saved Cassie from Diddy and other people as well.
A situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that person, you find every excuse to get out of there. And I got diabetes. So my excuse was, I can't be with you every day. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm losing weight. I'm doing that. But in reality, it was, I was sick. I was sick of you. I was sick of everything that was going on around you. I was sick of having to cover up everything that you did. I was sick. Cassie spoke on it. She said, yeah, I jumped on it. I jumped in between it. That wasn't the only time. It was other times. And it was other people. Well, why did you stay? Or why did you allow? Or why did you keep going? Why did you keep going to work? Why do you keep paying your kids school fees? Why? You can't just walk away. It's people that hate being sanitation workers. It's people that hate being police. But why do they still be the police? Because they got bills to pay. This is America. Ain't nothing free. So sometimes you got to stay places even though you don't want to. Now take that.
This to me just seems like further confirmation that Diddy is guilty of all he is being accused of. If his head of security is backing up what Cassie said, what more proof do we need? Gene Deal, his other bodyguard during the Biggie era, also implies that Diddy put hands on Kim Porter. He also claims he heard Diddy having the freak-offs in the other rooms while he was working with him. What more evidence do we need? These are eyewitnesses who back up what these allegations say. We must remember this is how the music industry was operating back in the 90s and 2000s. It's still in many ways like this, but these activities are happening much more secretive now. Diddy is finally being exposed for the monster he was rumored to be. I wouldn't be surprised if men start coming out and claiming Diddy also SA'd them as well. Diddy has been a hip-hop gatekeeper for over 20 years. Just think about how many people he had access to. Just think to yourself, how many people are still afraid to come out and speak out or are under NDAs to keep quiet? Diddy wasn't the only one participating in these disturbing activities. The whole industry is guilty of doing this. This is the reason we're not seeing that many people come out and expose Diddy, because they participated in it too. One thing is for certain, Diddy is definitely being targeted right now. The elite want Diddy out of here. We can see they are finding anyone he has wronged and bringing them to the main stage to present their allegations. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if a real criminal investigation is ordered on Diddy and he ends up behind bars for a while. I want to know what you guys think. Do you believe Diddy is gonna end up in prison, or will he remain untouched, still as one of hip-hop's gatekeepers? Let me know below what you guys think. Well, that's it for this one. But before you guys go, I just wanted to once again give a special thank you to Exter for sponsoring today's episode. If you guys want to buy an Exter wallet, make sure you use my link in the description with code TheTruthIs to get up to 55% off your purchase. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.